We are going to get started here today. Looks like my cat wants to join us too. She's in on some action. So anyhow, welcome everybody. Welcome to this wonderful COVID-19 experience. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, staying home, and that's what we're here to talk about. What are you seeing here? There we go. We'll let her handle that. I guess she's the tech lady. Person. She's the tech lady who will handle all this stuff.
You may pass.
So what we're going to do today, guys, is life is crazy. And so in that space, Danielle and I have been entrepreneurs for quite a few years, and COVID-19 has literally rocked the world. Right? This is unprecedented. We've never dealt with anything like this because it's not just one industry, one person, like even one country, right? The whole world is in this massive contraction right now. And because of that, it almost becomes like we'll call it the corona vortex, right? You're like being sucked in, and what you're being sucked into is fear, scarcity, uncertainty. And when you go places, you try to find help, like where are you going to go? To the media, right? What is the media? The media is just literally spreading the same fear and the same propaganda. Now, this is not a political webinar. We're not here to train you on anything to do with why should we be on house arrest or shouldn't we be on house arrest. That is not the point. The point is we are. All right, the point is here's where we at. One of the greatest gifts the human world could. Hey, Deb, will you go ahead and mute your camera, please? Thank you. So one of the greatest gifts you could ever have inside of. See, I got all distracted. I had to ask Deb to mute the camera. Hold on, there's a great gift. Oh yeah, I remember what it is. One of the greatest gifts you could ever have as a human is to have self-awareness, right? Just to be completely self-aware of where things are at, where you are at, and then what is going on around you so that you know how to move and actually migrate through this. So let me take you back to March, I don't know, it was the 13th, 14th, something like that. I'm driving a truck. So a little background on Danielle and I. We own a production company, and we have since 2014, 13, 14. I think it was the end of 13, right into 14. And since then, that's been our breadwinner, right? We do live events, concerts all over the country. We got involved in the Color Me Rad, Color Run races back in the day, and then we just kind of grew from there. And every year it's been this massive investment for us, and we've just grown. We have trucks that operate all over the country. I say have because right now we don't have anything operating anywhere. And I'm driving. It was the beginning of our season. We had one event this year in March, the first weekend in March, and I'm driving a truck to get to our new location for another event, which is in Florida. We're located in Utah. So I was driving the truck across the country for this new event. I happened to be on the phone with Danielle, and we're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden I get a text, and I just kind of look at it to see what it was from, and it was from the event director for the event we were headed to. And it says something, hey, I don't know if you've left yet. The event's been postponed. And so this happens, and I'm sitting there like, wait a second. I'm like, babe, I got to call you back. I got to figure out what just happened because I was on the way there. I'm about halfway there. I'm in St. Louis. I read the text, I call the event director, and he's like, hey, it's this COVID-19 thing. And apparently we're gonna postpone all the events for the month of March. Right? But this was the conversation that him and I had. And I'm like, okay, I guess we'll just kind of figure this out and go from there. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. Right? I catch a flight. I park the truck in St. Louis, catch a flight back home. It actually worked out really good for us because we got to be together. I got to be home because I had been gone for 2 weeks straight up to this point, and we had a huge season ahead of us. And I was like, oh, good, I'll take this break and go home with Danielle and the family.
We thought it
and
was going to be like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, because it was like the middle of March. Mm-hmm. They're like just through this month, and I'm like, okay, cool. I leave the truck there. We fly home. There's like nothing, no real worries. And then in the space of what, like 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, like maybe 5 at the most.
Yeah, there was just a couple of days. We literally we've got, I think, about 35 events that were scheduled in the spring. And we go from one being postponed to the next month being postponed to the entire spring being postponed. And now, I'm saying postponed, that's all been canceled. Like they tried to reschedule, they're trying to move things around. And now realistically, talking with other industry professionals inside the production world, we're basically being told that it won't be till next year before we're actually able to do anything that made us money. right? And it's provided our lifestyle, it's provided everything for us. And we have doubled down on ourselves continually. Every single day, we doubled down on what we did in that company to continue to rise and to grow and to expand. At the end of 2019, we did 1.1 million. Okay, coming into 2020, we picked up a new contract. We were projected to almost double that. So we're sitting in this space of, we're feeling like safety, security, massive levels of abundance coming our way. And boom, just like that. And just like it happened to you guys watching the same thing. We didn't ask for this. We weren't like, hey, I hope this cool thing happens. No, it was like, you're done. Like, you're done. And we just happened to be in the industry that literally had no choice. I can't work from home, guys. It doesn't, I've never, I don't know if you guys have been to a 10,000 person concert at home. It's not really a thing that happens. And so in that space, we were pretty much up against the wall. We sat down, and we like to term this as like, we had to determine how much oxygen do we actually have, right? We ran the numbers, and we're looking at things, and both Danielle and I realized we were screwed. Like, we're screwed. We knew it. We had no option. We were looking at each other like, well, okay, well, we're going to lose all our cars. We're going to lose everything. We're going to lose it all. And how do we keep the house? How do we find a way to keep the house? And so I'm literally just trying to find all this ways. And there is no stimulus package for us, right? The government bailout, we don't have a large enough, like, it's just crazy. The PPP doesn't work for us. Like, none of it works because of where our company fits in. So there is no one coming here to save us. And that's the key, guys. If you look at this, in this place, we had one of two choices, just like you do, right? You can bury your head in the sand. You can be like, I don't have a clue what to do. I'm just going to pretend that I'm not going through this. And I'm just going to hope and pray that a month from now, 2 months from now, we just go back to normal, right? And this just didn't exist, right? The reality is there's a lot of people out there doing that. There's a lot of people that are taking a dive into the pit and just hoping that they can get back to the same place they started when all of this began, right? The problem with that is not a reality. Like, there is literally no possible way that we are going to go back to that space. And I knew that in the production world. I knew that there's no way. So there had to be something out there. There had to be a move. I had to do something. I had to do something in that space. And so what we were looking at is what? Right? We were trying to figure this out. And the crazy thing is, those of you who follow Danielle or know Danielle, she is a fitness nut, right? Fitness nut.
So you say fitness, and I just start to get excited.
Yeah, because you're a nut. Her idea of a good time is burpees. Like, literally, I'm like, babe, what do you want to do for date night? She's like,
let's go do an obstacle course.
Yeah, she keeps wanting to go to the American Ninja Warrior Gym.
I'm going to get you in there.
Yeah, well, they're closed.
I know, I can't now.
You can't do anything.
Maybe one day.
We'd have to make an American Ninja Warrior
lucky.
Gym here in the house. So anyhow, like, she's just as fitness down. So she's been rocking. She got her day job was like taken away as well. Like, she trains at the local gym. It's like she's doing her thing, can't do her thing. Now we're both sitting at home. We have no income coming in. Just like a lot of people that are watching this right now, like in the same exact spot. We're trying to figure out, right? Maybe you've been laid off. Maybe you're in that place, or maybe you just don't know what's going to happen. And so you're like, I've got to take control. And we knew it. I didn't have a choice. Like, I don't have like millionaire parents who are just going to like give me money and let my life continue to go on. And I had to have these very hard conversations inside of me and realize I didn't want to have the conversation with Danielle and tell her that we're losing everything. We're getting an apartment. You remember when we first got married and we lived in a little apartment, $500 a month for this little great place, nothing wrong with it. But we're kind of in a different place in life now. And to fit our family back into that would have been going backwards 10 years. And this was a plate, man. I went up and down. I was in the pit, out of the pit, trying to figure out how on earth do we figure this out? And I knew I had to find something. And I just looked around me. I was like, what exists right now? Like, what are some things right now that people are making money at doing? Like, there's a lot of things. I'm a businessman. That's what I do. I know how to run businesses. This is not, my production company is not the only company I've run. I've run multiple successful companies. And so I know how to run a business, but all my businesses and all my knowledge seemed to be useless. It seemed to be that way. I was like, I don't have a clue how to adjust to this. And so I started looking at the strengths around us, and it really came down to Danielle, which is crazy, right? Because I didn't see it that way. No offense to Danielle, but I never pictured her as an option for a business, right? It wasn't like, well, I'm going to utilize her burpees, and somehow her doing burpees we're going to find a path to make money. So walk me through this, because at the time we are going through this. Like we're having this hemorrhage, right? The company's getting shut down. We're not sure. We're still thinking events might start up in the spring, late spring, whatever. You get introduced into a clothing line, and then you buy some clothes, and you didn't even tell me you bought some clothes. And then when this big ass box shows up, and then you told me finally that you bought some clothes, but then when the box showed up, I'm like, oh hell no. I think she told me she spent like $100. I don't know, something like that. $50. I don't know. It was like, I got them on discount, whatever. Show this. I'm telling you, huge. Probably 2 Amazon drivers had to deliver it. They had one on each side of dropping this box. But walk me through kind of why you got those. Like, what was your introduction to this clothing line?
So I was introduced to Savvy, the clothing line, and by a mutual friend, like that just knew I loved working out and I love fitness clothes. And I've literally lived in every fitness line there is imaginable, like Lulu, like Athleta, all those, because I train for a living. So I wear clothes constantly, and it's very important for me to wear nice clothes and ones that'll last and have quality. So I'm introduced to this company, and it's literally like, hey, just come work out in these clothes. Like they're Lulu quality. They're a little cheaper than Lulu. Come, and I was suckered into a workout, which wasn't hard for this person to do. So I work out in Savvy Fit clothes, and I was just blown away because they're comfortable, they were affordable. And in my mind at the time, I was like, I want to sell these clothes. I can get them at wholesale. I can sell these clothes. I can do an online boutique. I don't have to worry about anyone. What?
You wanted to sell the clothes?
Yeah.
Or you wanted to wear the clothes?
Well, mostly I wanted to wear them.
Yeah.
But
okay.
then I thought,
if she wanted to sell the clothes, she probably shouldn't have worn every single one of them.
I was displaying the product.
Okay.
That's what I do. So in my mind, I was like, okay, everything's kind of, I'm seeing this storm, and as a wife, as a partner, I'm like, how can I contribute? And I wanted to try to contribute, right? I'm a personal trainer at the gym, and if you're in the physical fitness world, you know that's not $1 million. Well, for some people it is. It wasn't for me. So I wanted to just bring more into my family. I wanted to help. And so in my mind originally it was, well, I'm going to get awesome clothes and wear clothes, and then I'm going to push my friends and have them buy these awesome clothes because they are awesome clothes, and be this advocate for this fitness line. And so that's my original introduction to Savvy. Was I looked super cute, I liked the clothes, and I wanted to buy all of them. And I figured if I like them, then my friends and most women would like them too. And their sizes and like the inspirational messages that come with them, like there's so much depth to just the clothes. That's a whole different story, but originally that's what brought me to the clothing line.
What I'm remembering is very similar, so I'm not going to discount what she just said.
I'm a horrible liar. I wouldn't lie.
What I remember her saying is, which held some clout with me, because two brands I was very familiar with because she buys them all the time, was Lululemon and Athleta. And so those, and there's one other one. What's
Fabletics.
Fabletics. I can't remember Kate Hudson's, right?
Hudson,
Yeah.
yeah.
So those are like the three that I like heard her say all the time. And one thing she kept saying when she was wearing them was like they were that quality. So I was like, okay, cool. So you found this cool clothing line. Go ahead and do whatever you want with it, and whatever. I didn't really pay any attention to it. And then I can't even remember where you and I even got into the conversation about the business side of what that was. Because I didn't even know this was what it was. I didn't even have any clue. I just thought you were buying clothes and then you said you were going to sell them, but all you did was wear them all. So I don't remember when that actually ended up happening. But here was the thing: the business side of me, and I'll be the first one to admit the direction that this took for our family and for me as a businessman. I would have never in a million years said that I would have been there. I would have never said, oh, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to go. I've actually always kind of been the opposite guy, where I was kind of like, I was always very standoffish to these types of business models, right? Because I'm talking about network marketing. And that's what I found out, that's what this was. I'm like, network marketing. I'm like, go ahead, Danielle, do your thing. But she started like kind of trying to do it the best that she could. And she was like, just really trying. But very, very, like I said, she's not what you call, her background's not in business. And so she didn't understand a lot of the psychology that goes into sales and seduction and how you actually convert and all of this. And she's relying on the information from other places, whatever, but she's doing her thing. She's doing good. She's actually making money. And I see this. And at the time I wasn't making any money. So like my wife made her first like $100, and she was now the breadwinner because she was making more money than me. Because I was out scheming, hustling, and grinding, trying to figure something out. And I realized, like, I'm looking at her, and then I started to dive into the business side. I started to actually look at, okay, what's the reality here? Like, what is actually possible? If I take away all my preconceived notions about what network marketing is and what her clothing line is and what she wants to do with it, and I just strip it all back, and I use what I'm good at. Right? I look at what is my skill set. My skill set's business. It's running business, managing business, understanding persuasion, pulling in leads, getting new clients. Like, that's my game. Okay, I'm very, very good at that. I'm not being cocky and arrogant right now. I just understand my superpower. Right? She has her superpower. She 100%. She is a fitness guru. Understands the body, understands how it works, and she works out multiple times a day. So when she puts her stamp of approval behind the clothing line, for me as her husband, watching what she has dealt with, because she's tried pretty much every clothing line out there, I promise you. And for her to say, this is actually really good stuff, I'm like, okay, so the product's good. I start to break down the business side, and I see, okay, the business can actually work. And then I had to make a choice. All right, for me, am I just gonna sit here and just hope that things get better? Or I see an opportunity right in front of me, and I'm like, okay, what happens if I take action? What happens if we actually do this? And we've had battles, not just conversations. We have had battles back and forth, us trying to meld that together to try to figure out how do our dynamic work in this space, in the fitness realm, where she's clearly the expert, and then I can support things on the backside, on the business side, to actually grow this. So our intention, we finally came to a very strong, powerful conclusion of where we were going to go with this, and we ran, and we just went. And I'm like I said, like, I never would have pictured me in this position, in this place right now. The crazy part is I'm loving every single minute. Like, this is the creation at its most purest, highest form, and the ability to truly control what's happening, right? We are all victims to what's happening right now. We're not the governor. None of us said, hey, this is what we want to go down right now. None of us said, hey, this is what's going to happen right now. Like, we have a friend, you were just talking to her today, right? Nicole?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So her husband is an airline pilot for Delta. He's not sleeping at night. Like, he is legit worried that he's going to behave, and he has no plan B, and he has no other options. Him and I are really good friends. He's actually on a plane right now, or I haven't had a chance to talk to him today about it because I just found out how stressed he is in this space. But this is a real thing for everyone. Like, we know people personally that are affected, and it's like, okay, well, what do you do? Where do you go? And this is where we were like, dude, we just go. We go and we build and we support and we create a team of people just like us who are ambitious, driven, and they want to go. Like, I have no interest in sitting around and waiting for this to settle down. Like, here's what I realized, some of the business side of this. I realized that everyone right now is being forced to be home, okay? And by being forced to be home, guess what they're doing? Number one, there's over 50 million people who are filing for unemployment, or have filed for unemployment in America right now. 50 million people. I know people personally who are shattered from this. I was personally shattered from this. And it was like, we are either screwed, we pivot or move. The opportunity right now to make a move online, to the online game, it has never been more poised and never been better than it is right now. This is not about selling pipe dreams and, hey, you're going to end up in the Lamborghini and blah, blah. That facade is BS. What I'm talking about is truly being able to provide a living that you control for your family, and doing it all while you're still following the protocol and the guidelines. And the reality is, when this is over, this still exists. This is literally recession-proof. Like, everything I've looked at, I have run this business model of every single side, and it just works. It just works. And so in that space, it's like, okay, we're going to move. We're going to move. We're going to go for this. So the whole point behind this is I realized, okay, I'm going down this road, and I want people on the team that are going down the road with me at the same speed, right? And so I realized in that space, why don't I tap into my own superpower, my ability to speak, my ability to talk to people, and my ability to show the possibilities that exist. I know this can happen. I know it will work because it is working. right? Because it is working, because we have the results that are actually backing up and improving it. Now it's just a matter of putting the accelerator all the way to the ground and going with this. Right? And so what I realized is inside my team, what doesn't exist, this is where the pure creation comes from, is truly creating a training and a system and an environment inside of the team that we're putting together that is literally going to be able to, like, we're going to take all of the guesswork out of this. Right? One of the biggest issues that everyone that we've talked to so far regarding Savvy and their interest to jump into the game is that they don't feel like they're salespeople. They don't know how to close anybody. Right? They're great at gathering information, gathering people together and saying, hey, this is a great thing. But when it comes down to actually getting the deal done, this is where they struggle. And Daniel, we've talked about it a ton. And I'm like, well, why don't we just create a system? Why don't we just create a system that you don't have to close? You don't have to sell. You don't have to do anything other than spread the good news, talk about some sweet clothes. Like there's this whole, like it's generating this. And really what we put together is an entire training protocol that is above and beyond what Savvy has. Savvy is a fantastic company. We're going to show you a video here in a second. I'll do a screen share so you guys can see that. And it kind of talks more about what the company themselves are. And they're fantastic. Like getting behind them, I wouldn't do it if I hadn't done my research and my due diligence. There's no chance I was going to stake my family under something that I didn't believe in 100%. But in that space, we are going to create a training system and a system that allows each one of our team members a funnel, so you can funnel in the same way that every single one of you got here right now. That's what you're going to have access to on our team. And the cool part is, guess what? You don't have to close anybody. Like you're not going to have to close the people that you bring in, because I know the biggest fear that I had, because I was like, and I know you had the same thing. You're like, network marketing. That's like, well, I'm going to have to breathe down people's throat, and I'm going to have to like annoy my friends and family and neighbors. No, you don't. Like the reality is, I don't want you to go after your family. Like I don't want you to go after your best friends and annoy the hell out of them so that they're talking about this thing. That's not the point, right? The reality is being able to create a system online with the people, those 50 million people who currently need an opportunity, a way to make money, right? There is no choice, right? They are in that place. And this sheds light and allows them to find that space and to be able to move forward in that space. And so working on my team, you're able to come through the same funnel you came through, right? The same options. All you do is send your people right here, right? And they come onto the webinar with me. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm the one that's going to close them. So I close the sale for you. And in that space, they come right back to you. And now you start to build your team the exact same way I'm doing it. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. There is nothing that you have to invent. There's nothing you have to create. It's literally a plug-and-play system for you, right? I'm doing all the hard work. And for me, I love it. I absolutely love it. I spend my entire day closing. That's what I do. Right? For some people, she would literally pee her pants.
Pee my pants.
Like literally, not just like
I'm
metaphorically.
I'm the hype girl. I'm like,
yep.
woo, and then here, talk to him about stuff, and then bring them back to me so I can take care of them. But
so that's
it doesn't work for me.
And that's really the key. And because of all the feedback we were getting from other people that we've been talking to as we've been launching our team, that was the key, and that was the element I'm gonna take out of that. So you don't have to close, you don't have to sell. There's a lot more information and details that go into that. We run two times a week training that we run with our team. We have it's mindset training, teaching about strategic seduction, teaching about ways that you can just be a better you, because the stronger you stand as who you are, the brighter light you shine. The more certainty you have every single day, the more people that are drawn into your space. It's not about annoying. It's not about pestering. That has nothing to do with it. But our entire team model is set up to create a unified strength that as we move forward, there is all the protocol. Everything is there for you on our team, and then that complements everything that Savvy, the company itself, offers up in that space. Now we're gonna get into some of that stuff here in just a minute. But I just wanted to make sure that like you guys are very clear. Like we are like I couldn't be more excited about what this is. Like I could not be more charged up, and not because of some pipe dream, but some real scenario, some real stuff. And I'm able to take the business that I have, the businesses I've worked on, and the business I've grown to $1 million companies over the last decade of my life. And I'm taking all of that knowledge and now applying it full throttle into this Savvy model, right? Because the world is compelled to this space and it has to happen. So what I want to do is I want to share, it's a little video from Savvy that kind of just dives into, they do a better job of articulating their backside than I will. So I'm going to let them do it, but we're going to go, you pull that up? So we're going to pull this video. And, oh, actually, hold on a second. Get back to me. Oh, geez, where did I go?
I think you're behind the.
There I am. I'm hiding. Okay, so I'm going to share this real quick. Right here. Maybe.
Maybe your friend sent you here. Maybe you found your way through social media. Or maybe you sought out Savvy. Regardless, you are here. And you're here for a reason. Now, what that reason is up to you. The fashion, the activewear, the community, the business opportunity, the fun. Regardless of why you are here, we're glad that you are here. And we welcome you to Savvy. Savvy is the lifestyle company. This means with Savvy, you can style a life of your own design, from what you wear, to how you spend your day, to what you create for yourself and your family, to the people you create with. With Savvy, you have control of these elements in your life and get to truly be the artist of your reality. Art is a universal language, one that we all speak and everyone can appreciate. That's why in Savvy, it begins with style. It's the common thread that brings us together and unites us and gives us a platform to create a conversation with someone new. Here at Savvy, we have 3 clothing lines to carry you through almost any occasion. Our fit line is on trend and high quality for those on the move, whether at the gym or navigating life. Once you pull on a pair of our leggings or slip on a sports bra, you won't want to take it off. From our high-waisted compression leggings and comfy joggers with pockets to our extended length sports bras and layering pieces. Wearing our fit line inspires you to move and be more active, as you will not only feel comfortable, but more confident in your skin. And while you could just live in our fit line all day long, wouldn't you agree it's more fun to add in some fashion? Our everyday line helps you transition those leggings from the gym to lunch with the girls to a night on the town. Throw on a sweater or a kimono, or change completely to a wrap dress or romper. Our everyday line is fun and fashion forward, uniquely designed to fit everybody from extra small to 3X, custom cut to fit you perfectly. With Savvy Everyday, you can feel comfortable and confident while you show off your style. With new releases every week, promos, and style inspiration, there is so much to choose from. And then there's our Luxe line. For that special something, a fine weave, delicate touch, chunky sweater, or sophisticated style. These are exclusive and limited releases of on-trend yet timeless pieces you will keep in the front of your closet. Our lead designer is sure to deliver with inspiration from around the globe. Whether curating or custom creating, our design team calls inspirations from travel and tales, from the far exotic places on our planet to our own backyard. Nature, cultures, and communities have a story to tell, and we tell that story. Be it through a delicate dress with a perfect silhouette, or a pair of leggings that inspire you to move. Our clothing is sourced and crafted with care to empower you to style your life. But Savvy is so much more than just your new favorite clothes. Our approach to curating and creating stylish essentials offers an unparalleled experience in the world of social selling. By combining modern designs with sophisticated technology, we make it easy for you to style your life the way you truly desire. Drop shipments direct from our warehouse means no inventory to manage and no shipping and return hassles to tackle. Savvy marketing materials give you all you need to share our clothing, from weekly lives on social media to professional images, flat lays, and style guides. Your own personal shopping website and customer rewards program make shopping with you easy and fun. Innovative technology provides a way to share within seconds, meaning you work your business around your life. The result is an abundant and balanced life, created by you and styled by Savvy. It's like owning your favorite boutique without all the risk, workload, or overhead. A revolution is taking place right now, and Savvy is creating it. Launching in fall 2020, there has never been a better time to partner with Savvy. Whether you're a visionary, pioneer, or just a passionate person, joining Savvy in this pre-launch stage is an exhilarating time that affords you the possibilities to contribute to the culture as you build a legacy of your own. And as you build, yes, you are compensated, even in pre-launch. As you sell clothing, you can earn. As you share the business, you can earn. As you build a tribe of entrepreneurs who also want to sell and share, you can earn. And as the company grows, you can earn. From upfront bonuses to long-term income to company revenue pools, there are so many ways to create an income. It's all up to you and what you do with your time in Savvy. And the best part, it's simple and fun. Unlike other products that require education and explaining, style practically sells itself. I mean, what woman doesn't love fashion? And as if it wasn't enough, we have all the trainings, guides, marketing tools, and even a simple selling system, part of what you are experiencing right now, to make it easy for you to build a business around your life. Truth is, Savvy is irresistible, and we feel sharing it should be this way too. This is why we are attracting strong, empowered women who seek to join together in community, whether they want to change their closet or change the world. Our community is everything. And whether it's the reason you came here or not, soon enough, you too will be addicted to the positive inspiration that bonds our group and keeps us tight. We are a community of like-minded, relentlessly optimistic, smart-working, empowering individuals that believe together we can create something bigger than what we can each do alone. Together, we move, we style, we create, and we serve. We help one another. We work together. And we support you in achieving your version of success, whatever that means to you. Our community is contagious, but don't take our word for it.
What we've come to find out is that it's about sisterhood. It's about being able to equip women with the power to truly transform their lives. And then also making all women of all shapes and sizes feel absolutely gorgeous and comfortable and just beautiful in their own skin.
I am over 60, but I want to lift up all the women in my age group to know that you can have your second act and love doing what you're doing.
Anything I am wearing or anything I'm doing, I love telling people about it when I love it. So it comes so naturally because we're already wearing the clothes. And now I actually get to wear my brand. It feels like I am wearing my brand, and every single woman that I talk to, it just comes off so naturally, like, oh, your pants are so cute. Yeah, they're Savvy, and you could have it too.
This is actually about becoming the woman I've always been called to be, and I'm seeing that come out in this company.
So this is your chance to finally change your story into a new story.
I have never been successful in this industry ever, and I've been in the industry for 10 years, guys. It is so doable. It is so doable. If you're looking for community and to be a part of something big and be first, it's here.
We believe we are the creators of our reality, and we believe in the power of you. We are excited about the possibilities of you partnering with us and are grateful you have joined us on this journey as we together create a future of our own design. We are committed to providing you a way to simply style a life that you truly desire. So whether you choose to shop our store and experience our style, or join our community of passionate entrepreneurs on a mission, we welcome you to Savvy.
All right. Let's cancel that. Stop share. Okay. So, and that's one thing that I didn't actually bring up. It's in pre-launch. So the company hasn't actually technically launched yet, which was one of the enticing driving forces for me as a business guy to get involved at this place at this point, because the product was quality. It's an easy proposition to sell to, like in the fitness side and all the side. Like, it's funny watching that video. I'm pretty confident 90% of those are in her closet. You know, it's like, so I don't think we've actually made any money, to be totally honest. What we've done is we made money and then we bought clothes. So they don't.
Hey, I gotta test out the products so I can
And they are
give
gonna.
you a testimonial.
Oh,
of
there we
how
go.
awesome
There we
they
go.
are.
And they are going to release a men's line, but thus far they haven't. So I don't get to reap any of the benefits of all.
There's a few things coming down the works, but.
Talk through. So that kind of gives you, before we move on. So that kind of gives you obviously just their insight of kind of who they are. That's one of the pieces that they have in the marketing side. Obviously, to kind of just tell you a little bit about it is what they do. The compensation package is fantastic. It's right in line with where it should be. There's like multiple opportunities. And the thing that's crazy, so Danielle did the simplest thing. This is some of the stuff we train on inside of our team and inside of our weekly trainings. But Danielle did the simplest thing when she got it. And this is why I give her crap for wearing all the clothes. But the reality is it's actually sold 10x what she wears, because she just puts them on, and we've got a whole social media thing that you're going to end up doing with that. And she just puts clothes on and does her thing inside of them, and then posts and tags, and there's this whole thing. But it's crazy. But the product sells. The product is super quality. So it's just an interesting thing. It's like literally owning your own boutique and being able to just sell that product. So just from the product sales alone, it was like we've made money from that, and it's been valuable in that space. But talk through what they do on a weekly basis with Savvy, because it's obviously it's product launch, and what's really cool about it is a lot of the designs are kind of exclusive, meaning they're limited quantities in the way they release them, and so it's never a scenario where you're going to have like what someone else has, right? I mean, the odds of you seeing someone wearing what you're wearing is like very, very, it won't happen because the way they release them. So talk through what happens there.
So one thing I liked about Savvy that kind of has kept me and drew me in and kept me. And I've really seen, for one, how they've shifted with COVID-19. I entered the company. I entered in January, right before, like, it was a very soft pre-launch. And in the transition from January to now, the company has already given us marketing. They've given us training. So twice a week they go live in their community pages, and they go over all of the changes in the company. They go over all the advancements in the tech. Like I have my own app. You have your own backside that the company literally takes care of for you. So all of the guesswork of starting your own company, like we ran a bakery and had employees and payroll and and inventory, and I can sell things and not have to touch a single thing, because I have clients who are on my payroll or on my roster that buy clothes, and literally they go onto my app that's connected to me, they buy it, and Savvy ships it to them, and I get a kickback. And so for that aspect, that was my initial, I was like, this is freaking awesome. I'm like, I could sell clothes, I don't have to do anything on the backside. And
real quick, you brought it up, so I'm gonna bring it up even deeper. So she talked about we owned a bakery. We owned it for a little while, and it was profitable. We actually made money with it. But what I wanted to share is, you just brought up, right? You sell something, right? You sell a shirt, you sell a top, and then you get paid right off that top, right? You didn't have to manufacture, build any of that. So in the bakery world, I was 6 figures into getting it open, just to get to that space to even open the bakery. And then once the bakery was actually open, when you factor in all of the things like payroll, labor, cost of supplies, goods, insurance, like everything that came into it, every month I had to pull in $22,000 in revenue to make any money. So if I didn't make $22,000, you guys realize this is a bakery. I'm selling cookies and cinnamon rolls. You know how many damn cinnamon rolls I have to sell $22,000 worth? Now, we did it. We were making money with it. But point being, like, the risk level was insane for us to be able to pull that off. And here's what's nuts. The same freaking margins that I was making, you can make with the freaking clothes that she's wearing right now. Like, it's the Savvy line. And that's the part that was just insane to me. As I looked, it was like a no-brainer. And I'm like, holy crap.
Well, in the time, like, you were gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, I lived at the bakery.
Like, I never saw him. And so when I was kind of in, like, looking into Savvy, and I really wanted to kind of like dive into the company itself, first I entered to literally just wear the clothes. Like, it was like all clothes based, because I'm super into fashion and I love fitness. But then I shifted over into seeing the possibilities that the company has to offer. And aside what we're building on our own team, which is completely different, the advancements we're doing, but we're backed by headquarters of a company that in the middle of a crisis, they've actually been growing. In the middle of this COVID crisis, we're still selling close. We're still building a company. This company is backed by billion-dollar investors. And so it's like, I see the stability, I see the vision, I know where they're going, and we're going there as well. And so in the beginning, like with Mondays and Thursday, anyways, twice a week, Mondays and Thursday trainings, we get to see products, we get to see the advancements, we get to see the tech. We have all this backside tech that I've never known a company providing before. And it's all it gives, it's all included in becoming part of the team. And so that was what was really cool. And it happens every week. Like it just continues to roll, and we keep rolling out new clothes. Like if you guys are even in the fashion, it changes so quickly. And so the boutique thing for me, I don't know if girls, if you can even relate, but like you don't want a cookie cutter outfit. Like if you go somewhere, you don't want to look like the same person. Like it's fun to be unique. And clothes are part of expressing who you are. And like I loved also with Savvy, it's for every body type. It's not just like my Lululemon size zeros. It is literally, they're made for women to help women feel beautiful, because the industry has sabotaged women in fitness. And so it's about damn time that a company comes in and like supports women to just be healthy. And that's originally where I was like, yes, let me be on this train, because that's my message too. And then everything else just falls into alignment with supporting my family. It's something I believe in. The products are amazing. And so the training, like they're continuing to advance. Like it's just all, I just love it. And it's fun, and we're home, and we get to create together and build a business together and bring people on that want to run with us. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're doing this. Like we want to find people that just want to run with us, that want that too. So.
Yeah, we don't know any other speed than fast. That's the only
and we have
speed
no
I've ever
quit button.
done.
If you've ever met us before, there's no quit.
Yeah. And with all of us being home right now,
you don't give up. You just find a way.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. So walk them through what exists right now with the enrollment packs. I don't want to do the video. So if you want to talk through it.
Basically the enrollment. So to enroll in Savvy, you become a rep. So you enroll and you partner up and you team up with Savvy. So you have three basic options. I haven't had enough carbs today. 3 basic options. You have the base price of $240, and that gets you, with that you get outfits. Basically it sends you a box of outfits to promote, to sell. You could even sell the clothes that you get. You get all the backside, you get the app, you get your very own app, and you get your backside office, which they manage your contacts, they manage all of your, like when you guys build a team, they manage all of that. It's all taken care of for you, and it's included. Like you don't pay a monthly fee for that technology. You don't pay for the services. It's just as being a rep and part of the company. That's one of the perks. So that's the base package is $240 then to enroll. And then you also get a bunch of, they have promos every week. So here's what's cool, guys, too. Aside from what we'll do on our team, corporate also sends out like corporate contests and corporate promotions. So like this week, for instance, with the clothing, and this just gets you, what these are is they're conversation starters. For those of you who are like, well, how do you approach somebody about a company? Well, okay, here's a promo. And we're going to teach you how to be in social media. We're going to teach you all these avenues to reach people, but they have promotions every week. So you always have a conversation starter. Like this week, it's a blouse, you get a free tank top. So you have your clients, and you're reaching out to either your customers, or you're finding people that want to do what you're doing. And every week there's promotions with marketing material, professional photos. You saw a lot of it in the video that you watched. All of that we have access to use. It's not like mine. Like Savvy is it's like a tribe. It's like, so I've been running fitness like coaching for years, and it reminds me of what I built with Iron Butterfly. It is a community of people who just want to build and become better and serve those people around them, and literally, guys, be a light in a world that has become very dark and scary. And so they give you all these tools. And so with that, you get access to that too. So your second,
I'm gonna do the video.
Okay, you're gonna do the video?
Yeah,
okay. So I'll just run through the prices and they can see. So your second one is $499, and that's gonna get you the same thing, but a little bit more. And your top package is $999. You gotta go down. And that's gonna get you the same thing, but even more. So everything's just an upgrade, but you all get the base, you get the starter packs, you get all the.
So you're looking to join Savvy. Great. We have 3 stars.
I don't know where we went.
Sorry.
Disappeared.
No, just right here. Right there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, they have a little, like a 4-minute video that shows what Danielle's talking about. But it just
tell
gives you,
better than I
it
do.
gives you, well, it's not better. It just gives you a visual. So you're able to see what she's saying right now, kind of in that space. And you'll see as you go up the tiers, obviously depending on the packs you buy, the more value in exchange is there for you. You get more, etc. And there's some cool perks, and we'll talk about the perks that come after it. So I'm going to share my screen again, and then we'll start this. And so this goes into again into the packs.
Packs that have been designed to help you get your savvy business off to a powerful start. These packs were created so you can sport, wear, and share your savvy. For sporting some savvy swag and being savvy proud, wearing your favorites day in and day out, or sharing some pieces with your friends. Our starter packs offer you everything you need to build your business. So, what are the options? Let's start with the most popular. Option 1 is $999 and is valued at over $1,700. Plus, it also contains an extra $500 gift from Savvy, which I'll go over in just a minute. The first thing you're going to get is your setup, including the Savvypreneur shopping app and the back office. You'll also receive some Savvy swag, including a hat, water bottle, and a shirt to help you represent the Savvy brand. Now, the fun part, the clothes. The first thing you will get along with your swag is a handful of curated items from one of our most popular collections, Fit or Everyday. This includes foundational pieces that are more subtle and classic in nature. For Fit, it's items like leggings, sports bras, tanks, tops, and layering pieces. For Everyday, expect to receive a seasonal offering of products, which could include dresses, pants, tunics, cardigans, and more. You will receive 10 items if you select the Fit Starter Pack and 15 with Everyday. Regardless of which line you choose, you will get the basic pieces that are well loved and picked for you by our design team. These are just a few examples to give you an idea of what you could receive. Nothing is too outside the box. Now keep in mind, while you could keep all these items for yourself, the intention is to wear and share your way to building a business. So we will include some variations in sizes. The next two components are an absolute favorite. You'll be receiving a $600 shopping credit to use how you like on your favorite Savvy clothing. We love this benefit because it offers such incredible value and allows you to shop and pick up whatever you like from any of our lines. With our weekly releases and incredible selection of inventory, you will get to sort through tons of Savvy favorites and choose the pieces you love best. This is when you snag those scroll stoppers and eye-catching items. Your $600 shopping credit will be emailed and ready for you to use around the same time that your box of swag and curated items arrive. This gives you time to start building your business while you wait for your box of goodies to arrive, which will take around 5 to 6 days. Once your $600 shopping credit is activated, you will have 20 days to use it, and you can use it multiple times during those 20 days. This pack comes with 3 gift bags with a Savvy logo on it, a great way to share Savvy, as well as 20 $25 share codes as a gift from Savvy. Share codes are $25 shopping credits that you can gift to a friend who hasn't purchased from Savvy before. It can be used on a first-time retail purchase and is a great way to start a conversation and introduce them to Savvy. So whether you give them to a friend, run a promotion on social media, or pass them along to your team, they are powerful tools to empower you to share. And with 20 share codes, that's an additional $500 of value. The next option is $499. With this pack, you receive the setup, swag, and foundational items, either 10 of Fit or 15 of Everyday. This is a great option to get the basic pieces to get you started in Savvy. Valued at over $885, you will still get a great value. You will also receive 8 share codes as a gift from Savvy to support you in sharing your way to success. And lastly, the smallest starter pack we have is our basic pack at $249. This comes with a setup, swag, and either one fit outfit, top and bottom, or 4 everyday pieces chosen for you by the Savvy HQ design team. And to help you get started, it also comes with 4 $25 share codes. So those are the starter pack options that have been designed for you to help you get started in Savvy. So get back with your Savvy stylist who can help you choose the pack that works best for you and help you take the next step. We look forward to having you in our tribe and can't wait to see how you style your life with Savvy.
All right. So those are kind of the packs into it. And just like something that's so crazy to me is I brought it up before I started those videos. Like I was over $100,000 into my stupid bakery.
It wasn't stupid. It was really great.
But I'll tell you this, I can make a damn good cinnamon roll. Like amazing.
Which then I can help you burn it off.
Exactly. It's like that's the benefit. We I'll bake some cinnamon rolls and then we just do 20 minutes of burpees, and that's apparently what we do. But I don't put leggings on when I do that. I actually do that in the nude. So.
But there are men, like I know it seems very female based, and it is very female based right now, but I want like Trevor, like we work together. There's a lot of other males in the business.
One of the top reps right now is a male.
Mm-hmm.
So in the industry. And
so it's not just for women, but it is, women are drawn to it because of fashion and
for sure. So yeah, for sure in that space. So anyhow, so that's kind of the play here, guys. This is where we're going. In addition to everything that Savvy kind of described that you get with all of that, in addition to that is with our team, right? We talked about the weekly training, and this is a virtual training, obviously, that we do with our team every single week. We get on. This is a place where we ask questions, and you guys get asked questions. We kind of help guide the conversation, but we have a subject matter, a topic to train you on what we're doing that's getting us to that place. Also included inside of that, and I talked about it a little bit before, but I'll try to be as clear as I can. But in essence, the same process that you guys are going through right now, this is the process that you guys will have access to. So let me walk you through what that would look like. Let's say Danielle goes out and she finds Sarah. And Sarah she tells Sarah about Savvy. All Danielle needs to do is to give Sarah a link that we provide for you on our team. And then Sarah follows that link and she signs up for the live webinar, just like you guys did. And in that live webinar, you get access to all the sequence, the mailing campaign, the email campaign rather, that leads up to and then follows. You guys who are on here, you're going to get the follow-up campaign that you'll see, and you'll find that the way this converts, it's a scientifically proven in a marketing strategy. And that's what you get access to. All you literally have to do is gives Sarah the link. Sarah joins the webinar. We have the conversation with Sarah, and we talk about it. We sell what this is and get her excited and enrolled to join the team. Because if you're on our team, then she's joining your team, but you're all on our team. So everybody gets access to this in this exact same space, exact same sphere. And then from there, at the end of the webinar, then I send them directly back to you. Right, and then you just have a quick conversation with them, and then get them signed up, and they're on your team and off and rock and ready to roll. And the more you grow your team, everybody has access into the weekly trainings inside of our team. And so this is a huge value. I'm not gonna try to put a dollar amount behind what that training is worth, and having the ability for the energy of everyone just to be coming together and working together. And as our teams draw, as we draw people in and continue to get people where you find your Sarah and you find someone, and everybody's coming, and we continue to grow and expand in that space. The more perspectives we have, it's absolutely, it's going to be a game changer for sure. But the biggest key element, and this is, like I said, we've got tons of feedback on this, is you don't have to sell anything. Like, you just don't. Even in the way we'll teach you how to handle the social media, Danielle doesn't sell anything. We do cool giveaways, and you saw the little $25 share codes that you get. You were doing contests that were brilliant, right? You got people, all they had to do was like come become your customer, and they got entered into a drawing, and then we would do a drawing once a week and pick out somebody, and they got a free sports bra or whatever it is. Or now, with the share codes, it's like, hey, you get this free share code.
Like they get free,
they literally can just go shopping with it. Like it's a huge, and so there's a lot of ways to do this that's fun and engaging, and it's not a sales thing. Right? You're not selling anything. At the end of the day, this is the hardest part. And so I think it's what stops people from being successful, because being in sales is a skill set that takes years to develop. Right? It takes years to get to that spot to be able to pull this off. And this is one thing we want to take off your plate. Being on our team, we're going to alleviate that. And for those higher level, as you continue to grow and learn, we will give you access to create your own funnels if you want. Right? So instead of it being a video of me or Danielle, we can tailor make the backside text so that it's a video of you. Right? And you can talk to people and run them through your own funnel, all supported by us on the backside. We build it all up for you. We'll do it. That's 100% when you're ready for that. And some of you, it may never make sense to do that. And that's totally fine. And you just keep coming into this space, and we continue to keep rolling that way. So that's kind of the added benefit of what we're doing, and really where and it's all because I want to accelerate the model. Right? I'm not interested in going the regular pace. As far as time commitment to be involved in this, it's not huge. It is just not huge. Now, it could be, right? The more you put into it, obviously, the harder you're going to hit. But Danielle's got some techniques she can teach you on how to utilize social media and reach out to people, what messaging, what to say, how to get responses, how to not get responses, right? We've learned ways that it doesn't work. And sometimes those are more valuable than the ones that do work. So that's really the play inside of that space. So what I would say is, if you've got right now, two things. If you've got friends that you know of, you can think of right now that would join, that you would want on your team as you start to grow this, this webinar is going to be live. Well, it won't be live. It's live right now. We've recorded it. It's going to be
hot
on the hot and ready. It's like Little Caesars, hot and ready.
I haven't had dinner yet. I'm hungry.
I know, me too. And that's why I keep saying carb items. And so what we're doing is, sorry, I just got distracted. I'm talking about freaking pizza. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
I know,
what was I saying?
You're talking about sending the people, if they can think of anyone. This
Oh
is
yeah,
gonna be live for
so
Sunday.
this is gonna be on the same link that you guys followed. Right, send this to them. This webinar is going to be on there until Sunday at midnight, at which it will be taken down. And that's kind of the process that we follow. And then next Thursday, guess what? Another live. So we go live every Thursday in this space. This is what you can like start to bank on this happening. So this is where you can really start to grow. But as the immediate right now, if you've got friends that you know want to be on our team, like send them this link, get them on here so they can watch this and enroll. Because I know it helps a ton when you've got like a partner in crime. Right? Somebody sitting beside you, literally being able to kind of go through this together. So that's step number one. Step number two, back to obviously when you clicked on the button, it pulled you into Zoom, but your window should still be open from where you had to get access inside of our website. You'll notice it's all the way down on step number 3. There are these big blue blocks, step 1, step 2, step 3. Disregard step 1. Step 2 is what I just talked about. Right, share this up because this is going to be live until Sunday at midnight, and then at which point it'll be taken down, and then everybody will have to wait until next Thursday where we go live again. So that's step 2. Step 3, what I want you to do is schedule a 30-minute or so conversation with this little princess. Okay, so she'll answer any questions you have, walk you through it, really give you advice on how to truly get started effectively. Because the reality is there is massive momentum happening right now, and any day delayed is an opportunity lost. Like there's a big sway right now, right? That's happening literally right now because of COVID-19 that the energy is here. Like it has to, the action needs to be taken right now. So schedule that call with Danielle, get in there. Just click the button and it gives you her calendar for the next couple of days where she's available. Schedule a call with her, and then she'll walk you through, answer any of your questions, and be able to get you guys enrolled. So thank you so much for being on here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely appreciate it. You guys are amazingly beautiful. And any questions and all that, again, just schedule that call with her right
Can't wait
there.
to talk to you.
And then she'll hit you up, and you guys can really find out and get you guys signed up and go from there. So thank you so much. You guys are beautiful. Stay safe out there. Stay home, and start picking out your clothes.
For real.
For real. Do it. Do it.
Bye.